Hey everybody, it's Austin at Homeowners Financial. And as you may or may not know from my social media or my videos overall, I am a data nerd. And I was talking to a couple friends today about the cost of waiting. One person said, "Oh, it's so expensive. Rates are up. I just can't do it." I'm like, "Yeah, but you qualify. We still need to make sure we're in the game." They're like, "Just think I'm going to wait." Right? So, what are we waiting for? And what is that true cost? So, I pulled some statistics today from the Santa Barbara Association of Realtors, SBAOR.org, SBAOR.org, and that's public information. You can go double check it as well. And I really wanted to look at what properties were on the market, what price points were there, what was really going on. I pulled data from August of 22, which is the most current data there is, August of 21, August of 20, and then August of 2019. And I did that same data from interest rates, and I did that from closed files. I did that from actual clients that we closed with this relative price point. So here's the most drastic thing, right? So we're talking about cost of waiting, which is money, but the most drastic thing I really want to make sure people are aware of is inventory is not increasing. Inventory is not increasing. Are there more homes in the market this year than last? Yes. But in August of 2019, there was 473 houses on the market. 473. If August of 20, it was 240. August of 21, it was 103. August of 22, 154. 154. That is literally only 32% of the market that was on there for 3 years ago. So 32%, right? So we're not seeing this drastic increase. We're not seeing this overall. Is it more than last year? Yes, of course it is, because people are realizing that things need to actually come on the market to sell versus just being off market overall. But if you're looking at it from a more normalized market in 2019, 32%, that is not a lot of supply. So what does that mean from a mathematical standpoint? What are we actually talking about for the actual cost of waiting, right? So if we look at prices that how they were in 2019 versus 2022, again, SBARR.org, you're looking at a 78% increase. 78%. Prices are 78% higher than they were in 2019, right? So low. That's crazy pants. Things are settling down in some areas, but are they going to drop 78%? Most likely not. Let's talk about interest rates. Now, we were running interest rates and they really were in the threes in 2020, but they were at around 4.5 in 2019. So I want to look at a 4.5 interest rate from then to a 6.5 interest rate now, which is your standard on a jumbo loan. Conforming, you're definitely seeing things in the sevens because there's a whole that's a whole nother like video, right? But let's talk about what if you bought a house for $1 million, you put 20% down and your rate was 4.5%. Well, you'd pay $36,000 in that first year for interest, $36,000. Now, if you do that same math on a house for $1 million, 20% down at 6.5% interest rates, whoa, 2% higher, we're freaking out, but it is only $52,000. I say only because that's $16,000. Is $16,000 significance? Bananas, yes, it is. But here's the crazy part. If that house appreciates only 5%, remember we've seen 78% in the past 3 years. A normal market in Santa Barbara is about 7 to 10%. But let's say, whoa, it only is 5%. $1 million house, 5% of that is $50,000. So we're saying that for a $50,000 value add, you don't want to pay $16,000. You don't want to net that $34,000 that would be in your pocket, would be in equity, and on a primary residence that could be tax-free money. That could also have tax deductions. So it's like a triple effect. So the cost of waiting is real. We got to realize that here on the Central Coast, and this data is relevant for Ventura. I pulled the same stats. It's about 75% versus 78% delta on appreciation in Ventura. Whoa. Same for our friends up in Vandenberg Air Force Base. We do a lot of veterans. Thank you so much for your service. They're seeing an over 50, 60% increase in market value. But the reality is this. We can refinance it in the future. Fannie Mae, again, Fannie Mae, you can Google this as public information. Fannie Mae predicts that rates are going to be between 4 and 5.5% next year. But that house is still going to remain appreciating. That house is where that biggest cost of waiting is. So please let me know what I can do to help you earn US. It's time to make sure this is your dream realized. It's Austin at Homeowners Financial. You can give me a shout out at 805-869-7100. You can hit me up at austin@austinlamson.com. That is my website as well. And I got a YouTube channel if you want more nerdiness. So let me know what I can do to help you or anyone else, and let's make it a great day. Bye.